Good evening and happy Thursday, darts fans. I'm William Stewart, and welcome to another quality matchup right here on USA Darts. Just a reminder, folks, we are live on YouTube and Twitch as well. So give us a like, follow, and subscribe to get all your darts action. Alrighty, folks, we have a good one here this evening. It's going to be Paul Schwindamann taking on Jacob Womack. These guys are some young guns, that's for sure. Jacob Womack's just 23 years of age. Paul's around that 30 mark, and these guys are definitely capable of throwing some good darts. They both are CDC Tour players and are capable of who knows what tonight. They could go off and have quite the display of darts here. So we look forward to this one. It's going to be a good one, and we'll get more into the background of these guys as the match goes on. So let's kick it over to these guys. They're anxious and ready to go. Paul's going to finish up a couple here. It's Jacob to throw first in this best of 21 leg matchup. Game on.
Well, good luck.
Alrighty, we'll flip off our mics to them so they can't hear us.
137.
We can hear them. Good start for Jacob Womack. A big 137. Thank you for joining us this evening, folks.
11. Okay.
Unfortunate start there for Paul. So we mentioned before, these guys are both CDC Tour card holders. Paul was actually in Indianapolis this past, well, I can't say this past week, and the weekend before, for the United States events. So it's good to see Paul there at that. And then 45. For Jacob Womack, he is young. He won the Evolution Tour last year for the CDC circuit. He won that with quite a display. He won it hands full. He
41. Had
a great display of darts in that whole series, and took it willingly. And then he also won that little virtual series that the CDC had as well. So it's no slouch. He's a quality player and young at that. He's only just 23, maybe 24 now. But anyway, quality player.
60.
So both of them looking to kind of settle in. Paul is actually at a friend's house this evening, so he's actually taking precautions. I don't know if I should say it or not, but actually, had a little case of 100. The chance of a COVID exposure, so kind of doing the quarantine thing and staying away from some people. So he's doing every precaution he can, and that's his actually family. So he's kind of trying to stay away and keep quarantine and do those measures. So maybe a little awkward playing on stream as well as playing at somebody else's house. So we'll see what happens here.
40.
Just a 40 shot there. Sets up an 83 with Paul a little bit of ways back. He's just looking to kind of recover.
58.
Maybe you get a triple or two and try to gain some momentum. $51 for 32, double 16. Pwah! Second dart there for Jacob Womack out of San Jose, California. So his hometown, I believe, is Colorado. I know he played in the Dart Players Colorado events, did that for a while. But now he's in San Jose, California with his lovely girlfriend.
Oh, there it goes.
And Jacob just announced recently.
Game 83 to 241.
Yeah, it's showing on his side here too. Let's just chime in.
There we go.
Got it? All right, there we go. Just a little hiccup there. But anyway, so back to what we were saying. So Jacob Womack and his lovely girlfriend, they just announced that they are going to have a baby girl. So congrats to Jacob. Congrats to his lovely girlfriend and him that are going to have a new baby girl coming in March. So their firstborn.
You're showing a new game on your end?
Yeah, I just switched over to you.
It's still it's counting that you won. It just second dart, but it's not.
It's not kicking over for you.
There it goes.
Did it kick over for you now, Paul?
All right. Yep, we're
Yeah,
good.
it just popped up on my screen, so. Alrighty, back to it here.
81.
Kind of just dealing with that internet and goes by. So lots of hearts that came in just there for Jacob. So yes, definitely want to give him a congratulations on that one. Big news there for Jacob Womack as he's young and gets to experience that.
140.
So, big 140 there for Jacob Womack. Schwindamann looking to do some damage. 81 start.
100.
100 follow up. It looked like a 140 there. So we mentioned where Jacob's from. Now where Paul's from. He's dead center of the U.S. He's in, I shouldn't say dead center. I'm dead center of the U.S. in Wichita, Kansas. He's from that Kansas City area.
45.
Or Overland Park is what it's known as. But we know that Kansas City is just a little bit more well known to people. So
49.
Well, where are you folks from? Let's hear it in the chat box. I always like to chime in and see where you're at. Let us know in that comment section where you are tuning in at.
60.
Got some newbies to the stream, maybe. Looks like we have some people to watch these high-quality darts between Jacob and Paul. Looks like Jacob's just waiting for it to kind of slide over here. Looks like it's just, yeah, but say it looks like it's just hesitating over there, isn't it? Isn't it, Paul? Or isn't it, Jacob?
Yeah.
Is it going over for you, Paul? Is it slid over to Jacob on you?
Yeah, it did. It said when I typed in 60, it said I didn't have the board, but it switched over since then.
Okay. Alrighty. Paul, go ahead and reset yours if you can. Let's see if it. Oh no, I think it just switched over. Yep, just switched over. You see that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. There we go. Let's see what happens here. We may just have to reset. Looks like some slight glitch. Hopefully we don't have any more issues here.
98.
Good 98. That's going to set him up with a 118. Good shot there for Jacob Womack. All right, I got some people turning in, telling us where they're at. Let's chime in. Donald's from North Dakota. Chuck's from Collinsville, Illinois. We got Richard from Indiana. Steve, of course, from Wichita as well. Thank you for chiming in, brother. Jacob from Minnesota. Don from
100.
Illinois. Dave from Philadelphia. Anniversary follower. A couple of them there. 2 year and a 1 year. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. And Benjamin Wentz, a follower on Twitch, said, don't forget your viewer on Twitch. That is great. That is great.
58.
We'll chime over that chat box here in just a second and make sure to let everybody know we're also on that YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed there, do so. Denver for Brandon Cooper. John Steinhofer. What's going on, man? From Atlanta, Georgia. We still struggling here? Is it not chiming over?
Yeah, it's still on him.
All righty. Let's go ahead and...
It flopped over.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, we can't have that just sitting there waiting. So maybe we'll have to just reset real quick and come back at you.
30.
We'll see if it continues over. Maybe after this leg, we'll just do a hot reset real quick. Sometimes that's the case. 20 for tops.
50.
On a double 10, just inside. So Womack misses out there. 19 leaves 62, 36, 26.
14 left?
Maybe? Is that a 36?
Oh, I shut the wrong out. Whoops.
Yeah, I think you had 26 left. Yep, 26 left there. Appreciate all those likes, follows coming in. I see you, all the new followers as well. Dealing with a couple things, so haven't called you out. Continue to roll those in. We'll see if we can call a couple of you out and give you a little kudos for doing that.
Oh, my.
Unlucky 13 there for Paul. Oh, man, 7-15. Appreciate the follow.
18 shot.
Got Viper tuning in from Amarillo, Texas. There he is. What's going on, buddy? Double two. Just outside. Inside. There he goes. Boom. 2-0 lead here for Jacob Womack. Alrighty, gents. Do we want to do a reset real quick?
Yes, sir.
I was about to say, we can probably reset and see if it works for us. I don't want to continue to just do this lagging stuff. That's no fun for anybody. Paul, go ahead and do the same if you haven't already.
Exit out all the way.
Yeah, just exit out, come back in. That's usually what works for us. Oh. All righty, folks. Welcome, Jason Collins. Appreciate the follow. We good to go?
Yep.
All righty.
On my end.
You good on your end, Jacob?
Yes, sir.
All righty, buddy. Let's see if we can have some fun here and not lag so much. All righty. Yeah, never fun when you're just sitting there waiting on stuff. So we'll kind of
140.
let him kind of rejuvenate here, see if that works. Hopefully that's the case. 140 there for Jacob Womack. Good trick 20. Trick 20.
135.
Oh, I thought that was definitely better than it was. 135 there for Paul Schwindamann. We'll give a big shout out to his sponsors. You see the patch, Horizon Darts out of Kansas City. One of kind of the longest, I believe they're one of the longest,
100.
manufacturers or dart companies here in the U.S. So they've been around for quite some time there. They make those
100.
laser darts, Black Widows. They also make the Recluse darts that you see in Paul Schwindamann's hands. 23 gram, pretty nice little barrel there. Quick shout out to Jacob Womack's sponsors. He's got Venom Life Gear and RDS Graphics. A little bit more about Venom Life Gear. Venom Life Gear does a lot of, they're more of like a snake and reptile company. They've kind of dabbled in the darts
97.
thing as well. But they also, part of their revenue that comes in goes directly towards Venom kits for those third world countries that really need those. A lot of snake bites happen in those third world countries. And they
140.
give part of their proceeds towards that. So it's great to see. Good leg here from Jacob Womack. 140, 157, 140 to leave 64.
99.
Paul setting it up with a 99 to leave 70. Good shot there for Jacob Womack. Second dart, 48, double 8. Good shot, 3-0 lead in this best of 21 matchup. All righty, so let's get back to it. Watching from Ireland, Shawnee, Kansas here. Prince Edward Island. A couple people from Prince Edward. Derby, Kansas, Jeffrey Melton. Good to see you, bud. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Go Jake.
140.
Matt Korniak tuning in for his buddy Paul Schwindamann.
134.
Good 134 for him. Mark Hughes, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Glad you're joining us. 1:30 in the morning, and he's still enjoying the darts. Great to see. How about Glenn Durant, folks? Big shout out for Glenn Durant. Wow, wow, wow. Have yourself a day, sir. It's like these guys are having a good leg. Look at this.
$99.
Quality stuff here. 128 is what he leaves. 146 for Paul. He knows that one was crucial with Jake on his
40
heels.
left.
Great shot there. Setting him up. 101. Sorry, 106 to leave 40. The captain, Tanner Picard. What's going on, sir? Glad you're joining us. Now that's the right way to go with that dart. Or that out there for Jacob Womack, especially with your opponent sitting on 40. You go 18 first. Set your 110 up, of course. Trip 20, bullseye.
Yes.
Oh, no. Unlucky there for Schwindamann. You really thought that was in. I did. Going 33 there? I believe that's what he was going for. Third dart. Wow. I kind of like that route. Going 33 to leave 32. Hits a single 8. 17 for tops. 4-0 lead. Jacob Womack. Alrighty, some credentials, folks. Let's get into it. Paul Schwindamann. Just some, credentials to name a few. Last 32 in the Vegas Open.
37.
That was 2019. I guess I forgot to correct some dates. He was a CDC Tour event number 10. He made it to the quarterfinals of that. And Tour event number 4, last 16. And he has some records dating back to 2014. So been playing for at least 6 years.
41.
Well over that. You kind of don't always start off so great in darts. His last results, last time you've seen Paul, was actually on the CDC event
43.
here for the U.S. this past couple weekends ago. He lost to Chuck Pulio live on the stream. It was a 6-4
21.
loss there for Paul, but shot a 78.3 compared to Chuck's 86.2, and it definitely was a battle there for Paul. He had an unfortunate slip where he was telling me at that event that his point fell out of his dart. So right before he went on live, he had to change his dart. So that can be kind of difficult. And he goes out and shoots a 78.3. Wow. Also, Schwindamann plays on that Dart Madness every once in a while. Does that for kind of St. Louis and Kansas-based programs. So wanted to give a shout out to them.
44.
So there you go, Dart Madness. 84 shot here for Womack needed. Trip 20. Double 12. Just outside. Just outside again. Wow, unlucky there for Jacob Womack, but he's going to have at least 3 darts at that double 12 when he comes back. So no real need to hit it there. It would have just been looking pretty. Sorry there. If you hear the old doggers hounding in the background. May have found something interesting outside. 5-0 lead here for Jacob Womack. Ball just needs one leg to kind of make things interesting. Come on, bud. All right, let's check out the chat box here. Man, I do, yes. Jeffrey for a bit. Righty, Mark Hughes. Durant was definitely a deserved champion tonight. Best player in the entire Premier League. Yeah, he definitely proved it. He was quality. I really wanted Nathan Aspinall to kind of probably come out on top a little bit, but no, I really like that Glenn came out on top and won that. He deserves it. 3-time BDO champ, and then to step in and quickly thereafter win a Premier League. Wow.
81.
Jake's been playing since he was born. Laugh out loud. Think his dad was at a dartboard in his crib. Yeah, that's good, Brett. Speaking of, he's only 23 years old and he's got stuff, results dating back to 2012 that I could find. So imagine that. That's about
180.
a little bit ago. And speaking of, been playing for a while. How about a max, a big 180?
100.
Great shot there for Womack. Don't leave Paul out. He's got the advantage. He's at a checkout, so
100.
Jake's gonna make it interesting. He will. So here we go. 80 left for Womack to make it 6-0. You can hear the stress in Paul's voice as he knows he just missed out on that one. 2020 for tops. It's gonna be a tough one.
60.
Tough one indeed. Yeah, he's going to have to move over left to right on that one for sure. So 57 leaves 72.
40 left.
Just sets it up to leave 40. Alrighty, double 10. Inside. That sure looked like it may have been in. Wow.
First dart.
First dart. There you go. On the board, Paul Schwindamann. 5-1. What's going on, Michael Walters? How are you, buddy? Daniel Floyd Walters sucks. Don't do Walters like that. Come on, man. Alrighty, I want to play James
100.
Dignan. Hopefully I got that right. Yeah, just matches the page, bud. We'll do what we can. Everybody's, welcome to play, or at least, we'll get your name on the list to try to get on. We're definitely not biased. We are not trying to do it in bunches of streams, but we're trying to have fun with it, and definitely get a couple people that deserve to be on the stream, deserve to have a little outlook, or a little showcase per se of their skills.
85.
We're always looking for players. So speaking of, we're going to be doing this Sunday a couple youth players. Evan Sutterman versus Jason Farron, that's going to be a good matchup this Sunday.
100.
A couple more comments here. Go, Jake.
22.
Great shooting from Denver. Good old, she said Russ Bray. All righty. Well, Curry, we'll get you one in here. I got a little Russ Bray if somebody hits it. Speaking of, here we go.
174.
174. We'll get a 174 in. That wasn't very good, that one, but whatever.
121.
Sets himself up, 32. Jacob Womack. Outside. Pegs it, third dart.
Nice leg.
6-1 lead there for Jacob Womack. 15 dart leg, folks. Come on. Brett's not going to check youth league on him. His last year of youth at the Colorado Open, he wins it. Got a free entry to the main tournament and finished
125.
in the cash. South Dakota tuning in. Quebec City, Canada. James chiming in saying, good leg. That definitely was a good leg. 15 dart leg. You can consider it one. That is for sure. Mr. ADO number 2, Gary Brooks chiming in. That's a guy we got to get back on here. Alrighty. Also to confirm, another match coming up. It's going to be a good one. A couple of people you may or may not know.
55.
Steve Warnock versus Jim Fitzsimmons. That's going to be a good matchup coming up to you next Thursday, the 22nd. Just looking over at my calendar to confirm.
60.
Yes, that is correct. All righty. 71. Let's see if we can get this past 100,
40.
folks. If you feel like it, give us a share. We always appreciate that. $180.
140.
No, just a 140. Just underneath. Mark Hughes, who is your dark horse for the PDC World Cup? For me,
125.
it's Jeff Smith and Matt Campbell for Canada. That's going to be a dangerous group. You got a couple dangerous groups in that. That is for sure. Jeff and Matt are going to be a dangerous group. It's going to be interesting to see how Danny, Lobby, and Chuck Pulio mesh. Chuck's more of a technical thrower. Danny's definitely a rhythm thrower. It'll be interesting on that aspect, but they're definitely capable of handling their business. You also got some
16
interesting
left.
teams with Gerwin Price and Johnny Clayton. That's a standout team in its own. And Michael Smith and Rob Cross, also a good team that you need to keep in mind. And maybe it's Hong Kong or China, I can't remember. Royden Lamb and Luang. Both of those guys can really bang if they need to. So that's going to be an interesting game. Some interesting teams to look out for.
Yes.
Oh, just outside there for Paul. He really needed that one with Womack sitting on 36 and not missing his checkouts. Does he pay? Outside.
Yes.
He will not. Double 8 here for Paul. Wrap it up, Paul. Come on, bud.
First start.
First start it is. There we go. 6-2. Paul Schwindamann snags another leg. Trying to make it interesting. I know he can. He knows he can. Just one leg at a time, Paul. Just one leg at a time. James chiming in. Smith and Cross will be tough. Yes, definitely. They are going to be tough, especially, I believe they have experience from last year. They did play in that together. If I do recall, I believe I'm right on that one. But definitely a couple teams to look out for,
45.
Also, I believe Darius Lebanauskas is actually in the event. I saw his name. That's I believe the first time that his country
29.
has been in. It's what is it?
43.
It was on the tip of my tongue, and I said it, and I forgot it. That's how she goes. Well, we'll skip it, and I'll get back to it here in just a second, folks. We'll do a little research. See if you can beat me to it, folks. I'm a little bit ahead of you, but we'll see.
$78.
Oh, whatever. Lithuania. Thank you, Mark Hughes. It was on the tip of my tongue. I about said Lebanon, and I knew that was wrong. I knew it was wrong. I knew it started with an L. Thank you, Mark Hughes.
22.
Unfortunate 22 there for Paul. 231 for Jacob. See his strategy here. Yeah, just lays it up.
60.
Leaves the 171. No harm, no foul with Paul sitting on 313.
93.
$95.
60.
Alrighty, 76 left for Jacob Womack. No, it's going for 36. I'm just about to say 16 for tops. No.
$60.
Definitely thought that was a little bit better. I thought that may have been a ton there for Paul.
Third dart.
Wow. Around the board, why not? Madhouse it, double one. 7-2 lead for Jacob Womack in this best of 21 matchup. Paul's struggling a little bit. He just needs to gather himself, hit a couple of triples.
140.
Like that, right there. That's what he needs. He needs a couple of those. He gets a couple of those, and he's back at it. Sorry, adjusted my mic there a little bit.
100.
Can hear the dogs in the background. Didn't want you guys just listening to a howl, so.
100.
There you go, Paul. You don't want to be biased, but you always want to, get this an interesting match here.
$140.
Yes. James, Lim and Lim are playing. That is right.
Yeah.
Paul Lim, Harith Lim. That's going to be a dangerous team, too, because you never can count out Paul Lim. I mean, you really can't. Paul will be another tough one to crack for Tysky and Kuchik. Yep, that's going to be a good one. There's going to be some dangerous teams, man. That's for sure. There's always going to be some dangerous teams. You can't count anybody out. And then we haven't even mentioned Danny Noppert and Michael Van Gerwen. That's going to be another, stand-up team. Of course, a little bit different in technique and styles. MVG's quick. Danny Noppert's technical thrower. But we'll see. We'll see.
47.
That is November 6th through 8th, I believe.
Oh, Paul.
Oh, unlucky. Trip 20.
Oh, wow.
Misses the 17, then hits a 28, so.
3, so 91 scored.
He's that dreaded 26 for the second time in this match.
76 scored.
First start.
Boom, there you go. Nice shot. All righty, guys. Well, we're going to take just a quick break real quick. That is 7-3 in this best of 21 leg match. It's just going to be a couple minutes, and we'll be right back. So don't go far, guys. We will be right back. All righty, folks. I just wanted to chime in here and let you know how it's going. It's 7-3 right now for Jacob Womack. These guys are just going to take a couple-minute break, but I want to tell you about our upcoming stuff and what is happening. So the WDF Virtual Cup is happening right now. You want to check that out via Dart Connect TV. We're going to have some of the knockout rounds right here on USA Darts, as well as the semifinals and finals of each division. Yes, you heard that right here on USA Darts. So be sure, if you haven't liked and followed our page, to do so, okay? Also, upcoming here on USA Darts, we mentioned it before, it's Evan Sutterman versus Jason Farranen. So that's going to be a great matchup between these two coming up on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So don't forget about that one coming up to you here on USA Darts. All right, let's kick it back over to these guys as they take just a couple more darts and a drink of water. All righty, guys, game back on, folks. All right, I kind of get everything adjusted here. Jacob takes his first dart there. All righty, there's been a little chatter in the chat box about a question. I did want to bring that up because I do have some opinions on it. It was how much difference do you think there is playing at home
60.
versus playing in a venue? Opinions. Now, my personal opinion is there is a, whether we like it or not, there is a little bit of a difference. Now, you can try to combat that differently.
137.
Your own ways, but it's hard to do. So at your house, you get your own music, you get your own setting. But also, when you're playing somebody virtually, you don't know what's going in on their end. So they have their dog, their cat. Maybe, I say cat, when does your cat ever do anything other than maybe trip a tripod? But you have factors like that that kind of come into view. Whether you're playing in a live stage or a live setting, you don't have that.
25.
You may have chatter behind you, or you may have music, but you don't have that. So I think there's going to be a slight little difference, and I think it's going to be just taking a little bit of time, maybe half a day or a day to get used to it. So try to combat that, try to get out and play a friend, bring a friend over that you trust, and try to social distance as much as you can. But definitely, that's my opinion on the matter. There's a little bit of a difference. A lot of opinions on that. I'd rather play live than remote. For me, for practicing alone, I would much rather throw with someone. Yep. There's a good one for me. It's intensity when your opponent is right there. Definitely picks up the game. Yep. That is the truth. So you get to feed off their intensity and see how things go.
Second dart. Good
second dart there for Womack. Kind of skipped that whole leg, but that was a good one there. Second dart, that's a 17 dart leg. So quality stuff. But that's a good opinion, Brett, because a person like Danny Baggish, he mentioned it earlier. He mentioned it one time. It's he's got a certain intimidation factor when you're playing live, and that's something that you always got to count involved in that. So.
140.
And something I've noticed too is the virtual game's a little bit quicker. So, you see people that are throwing right when the person's pulling out their darts. So he's pulling out his darts here. Jacob's going to throw probably pretty quickly. He hasn't even cleared the board yet. So it's a little bit quicker. And that's going to have to get some used to too. But there's a 180. There's your Russ Bray. Big maximum there for Jacob Womack. Scott Hanish, your voice intimidates. Get out of here. How did that league match go? I hope you lost. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, my apologies. 45. My apologies, Scott. What a leg here after 9 darts, sitting on 36, looking at a 10-dart leg. Jacob Womack. What a leg of darts. Pow! 10-dart leg, folks.
And darts.
I don't know whether to chime in or not. I guess you just leave that alone. Wow.
60.
81.
Jacob Womack shooting an 84 average. Something I didn't mention that is worth a mention. I want to go over some stats for Jacob. While we're at it, I don't want to forget about him. Of course, I mentioned he's 23 years old, but Wow, he is the Evolution Tour champ. Virtual Darts was the Evolution Tour champ last year. He also participated in the PDC Youth World Championships in 2019. So he was the last 96 there. So
140.
can't forget that. That's a big accomplishment there. And he also averaged an 87.30 in a match during that PDC Youth World Championship. He also participated in the CDC Championship League number 2, and he finished 9th in overall average over 16 players. He averaged an 81.33 over 91 legs of darts. He had 63 140s and 9 180s. So definitely a good quality player. Has been for some time.
Second dart.
Boom! Follows it up. A 10-darter with a 14-dart leg. There's no stopping Womack right now. Paul's just, oh, man. He can't. I mean, what can you do in Paul's situation besides try to hit some more triples, but unlucky there. Just,
87.
wow. Paul's picked up his pace from the very beginning. That first leg, he kind of had some struggles. He's picked it up. He's now sitting at a 72. Definitely not what Paul is capable of doing. But Womack is just playing lights out right now.
81.
Yeah, all about the finish. Terry, you were right. It's all about the finish. Jacob's checkouts have just been, I'll say it, phenomenal. I mean, they really have been.
121.
And I know both these guys are quality players. I mean, Paul is no slouch himself.
28.
He's capable of going off at any moment.
Ooh.
And like we were saying on the break, he's just struggling. His darts are landing in awkward spots. Too many ones, too many fives. Landing below that triple bed, which is no good.
58.
Needs 2 triples here. There's one.
57.
No. Unlucky there for Schwindamann.
$99.
Unlucky here.
40.
That's just unfortunate. You don't want to see that. Too many fives. Oh, man. 140 here for Womack. It looks like it's in. Trip 20. Tops?
120.
Oh, wow. If he would have hit that, that would have been quite the check.
58.
What a gutsy play. Double 10 here for Womack. To round it up in this best of 21 leg match.
Third dart.
Wow.
Yeah, well done.
Wow.
Well,
Geez, Womack. I mean, your checkout percentage must be insane right now, bud. I'm just going to say that right now. If you guys want to turn around your cameras, we'll just do a quick interview. Nothing too harsh. Nothing too long. Nobody likes those. Alrighty. Paul, like you were saying, man, just a couple one too many fives and one too many ones, you know.
A lot of them, yeah.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's nothing you can do in that situation, but you know, oh man. Hold on one second. Let's switch around Jacob's camera here. There we go. All righty. Came in backwards on us, Jacob. I don't know what happened there. All righty. Well, guys, I mean, Paul, you had that first leg there. You just kind of struggled off the bat, but it was just kind of trying to pick it up from then. You know, like you said, that first leg, I don't think you hit a single triple, and then just try to come back and try to battle your way back was just what it was. And like you said, just too many ones, too many fives. And when Jacob's having a first 9 where he's splatting in a couple triples every now and then, it's just tough to come back from, you know?
Yeah. After going down 5-0 or 4-0 or 4-1, whatever it was all you got to do is hold your throw on that point from that point on, and it's pretty easy. So
yeah, exactly. It's unfortunate. I mean, I know what you're capable of. We were mentioning some stats, and then having your matchup with Chuck, where you threw a 78 against Chuck. So I mean, we all know what you're capable of. It was just kind of one of those things that every once in a while, like Donnie said, I love this deal, and Donnie said it last night. Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield, and sometimes it just it kind of happens. So nothing. We're not gonna punish you for it. We're not gonna hold you down. We're gonna bring you back on here and do a rematch. That's for sure. You guys, you deserve it. I know that's for sure. And Jacob's not gonna turn you down. Look at that face. He's like, nah, I'll play. Alrighty, Jacob.
And hats off to Jacob. You played really well, especially in this. I just wasn't that for you tonight.
Yeah, Jacob's got something on his phone. Yeah, go.
I got home probably about 10 minutes before Will called me at like, I don't know, 4:30, 4:35, and I was like, all right, let's go.
Right.
I feel you.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough, guys. That's definitely tough. But I mean, Jacob, you held your throw pretty nice. You had a couple big checkouts, and like I was saying, your checkout percentage there was just phenomenal. I mean, you weren't giving him much to look at.
Great. The one or two times that I might have put pressure on you, it didn't matter.
Yeah, and that 10 darter, man, that was phenomenal. To leave yourself 36 after 9. Wow. What'd you say?
That was a first for me.
That was a first for you. Wow. Haven't streamed. That's pretty good then. Maybe I have to clip it and send it to you. All righty, guys. Well, quick shout out to your sponsors. For Jacob, it's Venom Life Gear and RES Graphics. Is that right, sir? Quick shout out to them. Sure. All righty. And then for Mr. Paul Schwindamann, Horizon Darts, big shout out to them and doing what you do for Paul. I know he appreciates it and his Recluse Darts. So thank you to those guys. And thank you to you, gentlemen, for letting us into your homes this evening and playing some darts. I know it's kind of, kind of getting back from work and making it work, but I appreciate it, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right, appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, for sure. Well, appreciate you guys. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Like I said, we be expecting a little rematch here. I'll hit you up for one.
Looking forward to it.
All righty, guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
All righty, folks. There it is. Paul Schwindamann versus Jacob Womack. Thank you guys for joining us. Just about an hour stream tonight. So thank you for joining us here on USA Darts. Remember, we still have that WDF Virtual Cup going on DC TV. We'll have those knockout rounds with the semifinals and finals of each division right here on USA Darts. And this Sunday, Evan Sutterman versus Jason Farrington. That's going to be a 5-set best of 5 leg match. It's going to be a good one between a couple youngsters. So don't miss out, folks. From all of us here at USA Darts, thank you for joining us. I'm William Stewart. Have a good night, folks.